With everything we've learned about the background size property, have you any inspirations about how to make a background image responsive? Naturally, we want to keep the background image's original width-to-height ratio. Therefore, the best solution would be setting the background size to contain. But we've got a problem here. The height of the window is fixed. When the browser window is at a low width, there'll be a gap on the top and bottom of the background image. So how do we solve this problem? If we want the window's height to be responsive, then we cannot use any pixel value anymore. But unlike width, if we set a percentage value to height, it'll not work. The solution here is actually quite simple. We remove the height setting and replace it with padding top. Then we calculate the width-to-height ratio of the image and set the percentage value to the padding top. And we can see the problem's been solved. Of course, you can also use padding bottom as well. Now, let's go back to the program we've been working on and replace the first IMG tag with the background property. We first delete the IMG tag and all related CSS settings. We'll directly use the gallery div as the window. We select the gallery div. We calculate the width-to-height ratio of the background image, and this value will be assigned to the padding top property to generate height for the window. Then we display the background image. We set the background image to repeat and center. Then we set the background size to contain. This is the key step, so make sure you don't forget it. Refresh the page, and we can see we've got what we wanted. The width-to-height ratio of the image will stay unchanged. In terms of performance, the program we've been working on can already meet our demands. In this lesson, we'll continue to work on it, but this time, we'll make it more efficient and economical. Before we start, I want you to display the same image using two methods, the IMG tag and the background property. Compare these two methods and make a list of the pros and cons of each method. The conclusion from the comparison is that the biggest advantage of the background is it allows you to switch image files from CSS very easily. For images displayed using the IMG tag, we can still switch the image file, but we have to do that using JavaScript, which is not as convenient. So, why do we want to switch image files? Remember when we first learned how to display images? We said that processing images is rather a heavy task for your server. Therefore, never use any oversized images. The image we have been using for our program is fine for a computer screen and tablet, but for phones, this image is simply too big. Loading a big image for a small screen is simply a waste. It's like driving a bus to work on your own. To ease pressure off your servers, when the browser is at phone screen width, we replace the original image with a smaller copy. This is why you'll find that using the background property is a better option. We copy the gallery class and paste it to the media query for phones. Then we change the background image. And that's it. Refresh the page, and we can see after the browser has been lowered to phone width, the background image will be switched to a small image. Some of you might have already heard of the concept called Retina-ready web pages. A Retina screen was first introduced on the iPhone 4 by Apple. Modern screens display images using pixels. A higher pixel density means a more detailed and vivid display effect. The pixel density of a Retina screen is extremely high, therefore their display effects are very good. But this brings us a problem. In our previous lesson, we've learned that for phone sizes, we should replace the original image with a smaller copy. Doing so can ease the server's pressure. When we have switched to Retina screens, things, however, will look different. The small image will look very blurry. To solve this problem, we have to change the small image back into a bigger one, and this is basically what Retina-ready page is all about. First, we need to have a proper understanding of pixel. There are actually two kinds of pixel: physical pixel and CSS pixel. Before Retina screens were developed, one physical pixel equals to one CSS pixel. But after Retina screens were developed, things became different. Two or even more physical pixels will be regarded as one CSS pixel. This has created a new concept: device pixel ration. If the device pixel ration is bigger than 2, then this screen will be regarded as a Retina screen. In our media query, we can use min device pixel ration equals to 2 as the condition. Because this is a relatively new concept, you should add the WebKit prefix. Inside the curly brackets, we load a bigger background image.